In this video, we're going to talk about capturing videos. So in the capture profiles, make sure you have video selected. Now again, down here, we have our different things we can do here. We have our all-in-one region, window, and fixed region. And here we have file, which I said before we're going to use for all of our outputs. Now the best way to do video is to record in a fixed region. And to do that, you want to pick a region on your screen that is either in 4:3 aspect ratio or 16:9. Usually 4:3 for tutorial videos and 16:9 for HD videos. Now the best way to do that is to set up a new profile. So if we go over here and click on this, this is where we create a profile. Now let's go to video. Next. Okay, here what we want to do is change this to fixed region. Okay, and then here in properties, we want to change this to 1024 by 768. This is the region I like to record. You can record a region this large, and then you can reduce it in your editor to 640 by 480. It gives you a bigger screen capture area, but then you can reduce it down in the editor. Okay, now where it says use fixed starting point here, it doesn't really matter at this point because we can move it around, but let's say 200 and 200. Click OK. Alright, now let's click next. Here we have some more properties. Okay, ask for the file name. We want it to do that because remember, we're going to save it as a file and it'll go into use the last folder. Now we can also click I always use this folder, and then we can pick a folder on our computer where we want this to go. Okay, so I'm going to use my new project folder. Okay, then we're going to click OK. Now let's click next. Where do you want to include the cursor in your video recording? I do. And if we want, when we're done, if we want to preview it and look at it in the editor, that's up to you whether you want to do that. Okay, let's click next. Here, you can leave this where it is. What it's going to do is add this to my profiles. You can set a hotkey down here if you want to. We're not going to bother with that. Okay, now you see that we have a new profile added down on this window. So if we click on that, now what we can do is click the button here to capture or use the print screen button. Okay, and in short order, a little window will come up. And there it is. You see the orange guides here? And you can move this around. See the crosshairs inside here? See, I can move the capture area around. You'll see the highlighted area there. So I can move this to where I want to capture. And that'll now capture a 1024 by 768 video. Now down at the bottom here, I'll move this up so you can see it. This is where you can set your microphone. You'll see that it is using my current microphone here, but if I click on this little drop down here, it'll find all the different microphones on my system, and then I could pick through it here. You'll see here that it's recording our proper region. Okay, and then here, if you change your mind, you want to stop, this cancels it. This redoes the selection so we can go back again and then record here. Okay, so let's bring this down. Okay, so it says audio's on, ready to record. So all you got to do is click the record button now, and it gives you a countdown. Okay, and now we're recording, so let's do something on the screen here. Let's search for classic cars. Okay, and I'm going to click on a item here. Okay, and then when you're done, you can just stop the recording by clicking on the stop button, or you can use the Shift F10 button, which was in our hotkeys. We're going to hit Shift F10. Okay, and it'll open up in the editor in a second here. Okay, here it comes in the editor. And there it is. Okay, so then we can play this. Okay, and I can hear my voice in my headset, but it isn't, you can't hear it there. But if you play it through, you'll see that it is doing exactly what you told it to do. There it goes through the search there. And go over to the Google website and so on, just like what we recorded. Okay, let me just stop this. Okay, so there it is. Now, go up to the top here, and there's our save icon. Click on that. Okay, then it's going to ask us for the name. And there it is. So we could change the name at this point. We could say Capture 1, or however you want to use your naming conventions in your video series. You might want to use 1.1 meaning video 1 part 1, 1.2 video 1 part 2, and so on and so on. However you want to do it, that's fine. Just have a naming convention there. Here you'll see that it's an MP4 format. That's the only format that Snagit now records in. Okay, so we'll save that. And then when we go to open up our new project window here, or a new project folder, okay, there's our 1.1 MP4. Okay, so those are our pieces in there. Okay, so that's how that works. So what you do is just go and record any clips that you want using the same technique. So just record all your clips, and when you're done, we're going to throw them into an editor, and we're going to create a final product from it.